Hey everyone, it's Tiffany with Eggs and Honey Homestead, and today is a little bit different day, but really just the same. I know it's been a minute since you last saw me on the channel, and I wanted to explain a little bit as to why I've been gone for a minute. So let's get into it. But first, we're gonna head over to the hot mess garden, and we're gonna try getting some of these weeds out.
Hey, welcome to Eggs and Honey Homestead.
Get my trusty weed bucket out. Let's head on over to the garden. So it's the Sunday before Easter, and it's 60 degrees outside. Sounds like somebody just laid an egg. But this is the garden. It's not as pretty as it has been in the past, and if you're on my TikTok channel, you'll know why. But I'm not able to get into this garden and do what I want to do with it this year due to some health reasons. But I will say my strawberries are coming in strong. I weeded this area yesterday, so I was able to get a lot of work done. I ordered these strawberry plant holders from Amazon, and my strawberry plants aren't big enough. They're just not big enough for that. However, I do have berries that are ripening and getting ready to be picked. I picked a couple yesterday, but as you can see, here you go. Got some good ones right there. So for my birthday, my mom sent me this cute little garden bench, and it collapses and folds down. It's going to go in the garden storage truck box. But that's really all I've got planted out here. I've got some leftover Brussels sprout plants that are bolting now. I didn't get anything out of them. And then never fully ripped out the garden from last year, and then the weeds took over. So we've had a lot go on that I'm going to get into in a little bit. So one day this will be pretty again, full of more food than just some mini little strawberry beads, mini little strawberries. Chickens are doing good. Did you lay an egg for us? Doing our little, oh, there's one inside. There's a chicken in the nesting box as well. Let's see if I can get in there without scaring her. You see some tail feathers. That's all we can see though. But let's see what's in here. Nothing yet. All right. This cute little seat. It's fun. I wear gloves now when I pull weeds because my nails are so thin. So I think last we picked off, it was in the summer of last year, and I had noticed some changes on my skin, or in my skin, that I wanted to go get checked out. Wasn't really sure what it was, but had a feeling something was wrong. Well, had a couple appointments, had some scans done, and turns out that I had stage 2 breast cancer. So it was a long 9 months of chemo and surgery and a lot of side effects from that that I won't necessarily get into on here unless you want me to. But it made getting out in the garden really difficult. I wasn't able to stray too far from the bathroom, if that makes sense. So, but fast forward, I had surgery about a month ago, and they were able to get clean margins, thankfully. And now I'm getting ready to have my planning session for radiation this coming Thursday. And I'll start radiation, I think, the following week. And that's going to be every day for 6 weeks, followed by some healing time. And then I go into something called TDM1 treatments. Those are once a week, every 3 weeks, for 14 cycles, which I think I did the math, and it's like 10 or 11 months worth of treatments. It's a type of chemo, and the side effects aren't supposed to be as bad as what I experienced with the PTCH treatments. So for explanation purposes, I had stage 2, ER negative, PR negative, HER2 new positive, lymph node positive, invasive ductal carcinoma in my left side. I had genetic testing done, and thankfully it's not genetic. So our plan of treatment changed drastically from the first time we had discussions. So I only ended up needing a partial mastectomy, or what they call a lumpectomy. And I had 7 lymph nodes removed to check to see if it had spread farther than what they initially had checked with the biopsy. And thankfully, there was no evidence in the pathology report. So very, very happy about that. Very thankful. So it's weird because this was my first ever major surgery. I mean, I've had my wisdom teeth taken out, but I was under general anesthesia where they like intubate and all this other things. And so it was a little scary, and I'm not a big fan of needles in general. So I have had to really toughen up on that because I get stuck pretty much every 3 weeks since September. Oh, Aggie sees somebody or something. But anyway, my family has been amazing. My friends have been amazing. And my support system at work has been amazing. I would not have been able to do what I had to do and still provide for my family if they weren't as awesome as they are. So if anybody from work ever comes across this, I just want to say thank you. You guys are awesome, and I don't even know what to say. It's when you have a job that takes care of you and provides space for you to take care of yourself, it means a lot. Eric has been awesome, just really picking up everything and anything that I need, and he's always there for me and the kids. My parents have been down constantly helping with that, and we've really just been taking it easy. We've cut a lot of stuff out that we didn't have to get into, and we've just been hanging out. So it's been nice. But now that I'm in between treatments, so it's been about a month from surgery, so I can finally start using this a little bit more. Not much, but a little bit more. And then between radiation, I'm trying to get out here and attack at least the weeds in the strawberry bed because it's bad. But Eric and the kids surprised me for my birthday with 2 small raised garden beds. So I have something a little bit elevated off the ground that can have some plants in it. That's just a small space for me to maintain this year because there's no way I'm going to be able to do a 1,000 square foot garden. This is my baby, my project. I'm really the only one who gets in here and does anything, and I like it that way. I like it when I get some help, and I did have some help in the prep work and the setup process, but I like getting out here and getting my hands dirty and and dealing with it and just showing myself what I'm able to grow. So to see it like this is a little hard. Which it's what I want. So it's not, no bad juju on anybody for not jumping in and saving me from this. This is my project and it's something that I wanted to take on and I want to maintain. And this is just a good representation of how chaotic my life has been the last several months. In some other news, just a little update, unfortunately, we've had someone in our family pass away. Eric's dad passed away several weeks ago, and he will greatly be missed. He was very, very sweet to me, very nice, and I'm glad that I got to know him as long as I did. So Eric and I have been together 8 years, 8.5 years. So it's been awesome being a part of Eric's family, and they just welcome me in like I've always been there. So it's been nice. Kaylee got her driver's permit, so she's out driving the streets of North Carolina. You have been warned. Ethan is playing baseball this spring and started seeing a quarterback trainer. That's something we got him for Christmas, was some quarterback lessons. He's pretty good, but he's moving into a higher age bracket going into 8th grade next year. So we want him to be ready because this is where those growth spurts happen and those boys take off. So that's where we're at. That's pretty much it. The baseball, that team that he's in, isn't doing very well this year, but they're trying. And we've got a tournament in Myrtle Beach in July, and then we're actually taking a small vacation, and I'm very happy about that. We're going to go camping for a week. So in July we'll be camping. And unfortunately that'll be during my TDM1 treatment. So I'm hoping that I'll be not healthy enough, but I'll have enough energy to actually enjoy it. But which is why we chose to go camping, because you have the option of just laying around and hanging out at the campsite, or you can go take the water taxi and go explore. So I'm hoping that's what we get to do. So but it's with my family. It's a big group of us going, so I'm really excited to do that and celebrate and just have some fun with family and really get to reconnect with my life. So anyway, that's what we got going on, and I'm going to go ahead and pick some weeds. So if you want to watch, you can hang along and keep watching, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I appreciate you staying as long as you did to hear how we're doing and what's going on. But until next time, have a good one. See ya.
I'm here.
Alright, that's all I got for today. It's about maybe 5 or 10 minutes of pulling. I'm still really sore from yesterday, so anyway, y'all have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.